Hello, YouTube. This is Set Free from the Trap Ministry. I'm on here to share about rappers and hip hop using the street life to sell records, to sell digital albums. Okay, using it, using that street life to sell digital albums. And currently, the old school rappers, the rappers from the '90s, the rappers from today, currently they're not in the hood. They're not living that way, but they want you to think that. They want you to buy into it so you can buy their digital album. Rappers using the street life to sell digital albums. Currently, they're not in the streets. They're not in the street life. They're not in there. No, they're not. It's like a cycle in hip hop. Everybody raps about the same stuff. The Bible says in Proverbs 18:21, the tongue has the power of life. Jesus' words bring life. The flesh, the natural nature profits nothing. What are they rapping about? Destruction. And everybody's eating it up. People are lining up to buy destruction. The tongue, this right here, the tongue has the power of life. Now, Jesus' words bring life. His words are life only. But the flesh, the natural nature profits nothing. They're speaking destruction over our community. So rappers and hip hop using the street life to sell digital albums. Currently, they're not in the streets. And then when they go out in the streets and something go down, they're surprised when some of the people who are living that way approach them. Well, that's the type of lyrics you putting out. You're putting those lyrics out when you're not even living that way. You're not currently not living that way. And they rapping about what? What they rapping about? The tongue has the power of life. They're not rapping about life. What they saying don't have no life in it. The Bible says the tongue has the power of life. His words bring life, but the flesh is death. Rapping about death is not helping our community. Rapping about destruction is not helping the community. That's not helping nobody. Rappers are doing themselves in with their own mouth and got all these people brainwashed. It's a bunch of brainwashed people out there. The devil is brainwashing people who are taking these lyrics in and wonder why the person they worship, why he get taken out. Look at what he rapping about. Look at what he rapping about. Why he trying to justify it. Look at what he is rapping about. He doing himself in with his own lips, using the streets to sell digital albums. Okay, people who are living their way are not in. They're not on tour. They don't go on tour. They don't go on the studio. They don't go on Facebook. They don't go on none of these social media platforms. So it's a lot of people being deceived, reckless, rapping about reckless stuff. If you take the street life out of what they rapping about, then nobody won't buy the album. And hip hop is known for that, glorifying that. But then they're surprised when something happened. They're surprised when some of the stuff that they rapping about actually happened. Ain't nothing cool about the street life, about living the street life. There's nothing cool about that. But using the streets to sell records, that's not good. The Bible talks about that. Let me find it. About how reckless words pierce like a sword and keep rapping the same thing. Then they want to know why certain things are happening to them. Because look at what you're rapping about. Look at what you're rapping about every time, and people are buying into it, listening to it every day, being brainwashed. It says in Proverbs 12:13. Let me find it. It's Proverbs 12:13. Let's find it. Proverbs 12:13. Evildoers are trapped by their sinful talk, so the innocent escape trouble. So they trapped by their sinful talk, rapping about doing wrong. They trapped. This is the real trap life right here. Okay, this is the real trap life. So using the streets to sell records is not good, and then trying to justify it. They got all these people brainwashed. These people are lining up to buy destruction. Millions of people are being brainwashed. The devil is brainwashing people. People are brainwashed by what they're listening to, and they don't even know it. They unaware. They're so caught up in entertainment. But using the streets in hip hop, using the streets, rappers using the street light to sell digital albums. Currently, they're not living that way. You seen what happened to results. You seen what happened. A bunch of these rappers get caught up because of what they rapping about, and they continue to over and over again, same old cycle, same old stuff, and they continue to get caught up. Then they want to know why some of the people on the streets are coming at them. Look at what you rapping about, and the people that's listening to it is brainwashed. The devil is brainwashing them. It says evildoers are trapped by their sinful talk, so the innocent escape trouble. Rapping about that trap life, they're trapped by their own mouth, and they can be set free. Because if you take the street life out of their lyrics, ain't nobody gonna buy it. Ain't nobody gonna purchase that. If you're not talking about cars, money, clothes, women, jewelry, hip hop is the same old stuff. Ain't nothing new. Take all that out. The young man that's riding around listening to that, bouncing around to that, if you take all that out of it, he won't listen to it no more. Because that's influencing his thinking to walk around looking hard. Take all the cussing out. Remove that. But they're not gonna do that because that ain't gonna make no money. There's a bunch of people pleasing, people trying to please themselves, people trying to please self, trying to please people. But they trapped by their own words though. And they can't even see that. If all the cussing was removed from hip hop, all the bling bling, all the jewelry, all the cars, all the clothes, what would you have to listen to? They don't know what else to rap about. They don't know what else to rap about. That's all they rap about. And they not living the street life. But you got all these people out here thinking that you live in the league. You're not living that way. You live in Beverly Hills. You live in a gated community. But you got the young men in the hood think you living that way. And then they be surprised when a rapper's lyrics can catch up with them. When you rapping those lyrics can catch up with you. Your lyrics can catch up with you. Those lyrics can catch up with you. Those lyrics will do you in. Writing those lyrics can do you in no matter how much money you make. Writing explicit lyrics in hip hop will catch up with you. Be back.